The Fast Food Podcast.
So solid, 21 seconds, 20 years.
Imagine.
This year.
Imagine.
That's amazing.
Do you know what's crazy? Remember it was Kai's birthday, yeah? And they played it. And I shouts out to Mega and them, like, yeah, like, seriously. Because they made a track. They made a track, and he's a Liverpool supporter as well. But they made a track that... Yeah, sorry, sorry for your disgust. But they made a track that I was at the party and I watched little kids.
Yes.
I watched teenagers. Yeah. I watched over 20s, 30s. And then I saw the older people on the outskirts. Everyone was bubbling. Yeah. That means
number one
record as well. But that means it's timeless. It means that it's timeless. Yeah. When you've got a whole generations, cross generations that knew that makes. I take my hats off to them. I take my hat off to them.
Well, I mean, like, so solid for me. I've never said this on a podcast, but I'll say it now. So solid for me was the anchor for me in terms of I can do it too. That was the first when I first saw him on Top of the Pops performing, and they looked just like me. I was like, okay, because before that it was old white people and
but even some of the artists that came, so you get like the groups, like the
and then American artists, but no,
them and there. They look very smooth.
But to be fair, Damage did it though. Damage done right.
I don't want to be like Damage.
I get that.
Why not?
I get that
because when growing up,
he wanted to do the singing thing. He wanted to be
but that was
smooth like that.
That was high school. That was high school. 21 seconds.
Yeah, but I think I was. But even before
21 seconds, I was probably 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close.
And that close. Time. I was rap, which makes sense because at that time I wanted to rap and I was doing my little rapping around the way with the Dungeoneers and all that. Yeah. But So Solid was the first for me to go, okay, we can do it on a level. And I was like, rah, these lot are on TV and they just look like a don, like Harvey, Asher D, Mega.
I was just like, don't forget the Donny Romeo.
I was like, this is crazy. So it's inspiring, man.
Though. It was a little bit dangerous those times. But Hamas was outside.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
That era.
Yeah, I was outside.
Is this the greatest record to come out of the UK from that scene?
I'm not definitely one of
rap or grime or garage or dubstep or bassline or all that other jungle.
I think so.
Is this the greatest song to come out of the UK?
Yeah, I think so.
From the streets.
Yeah. It's up there. It's one of the biggest.
Yeah. Across the board,
top 5.
I'd say top 5, but but I'm thinking across the board. So because it crossed so many different people, because it was like the young white kids loved it, the black people. There wasn't anyone thinking, it's a bit, It was cool enough for everyone.
It was.
That's what I'm saying.
Good shout. Good shout.
I got some music from when it started to charting over here, all that. And then they did the best of the come out of the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Wow.
I think 21 Seconds has to be
up there.
Top 10 minimum.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, when you think about it, that's physical sales. So
yeah. So it wasn't streams.
So none of Stormzy or them man can touch that because physical sales compared to streaming different, and they sold millions of records.
That's what I'm talking about sales. I'm talking about as a
resonated
impact.
Yeah, impact.
As Trim just said, this thing we just celebrated 20 years.
Yeah,
you know how many hits have come out since then, but haven't kept. There's only a handful that
remember every word. Replay value. Yeah. I'm not thinking I don't want to hear it. I didn't. When 21 Seconds comes on the playlist, I don't skip.
Here's a couple tunes. All right, another question.
Yeah.
Name a tune that you get fucking sick of hearing when you're outside.
And then fuck. That reminds me of Boulevard.
For me, it's. This is how we do.
Yeah.
My one is. And no disrespect to the Donny. Yeah. I know it paid a few mortgages, but it's return. You let me away.
Yeah. You gotta relax.
Take me out of the venue now, please. And I'll come back in 3 minutes.
Joe. a tune you hear and you just think, fuck this tune again?
Depends. I'm trying to think. The kind of dances I go to, these people might get on top.
all right. To help you, your favorite spot you like to go to socialize and have a good time at, and then that song comes on,
and you think, fuck's sake.
What would stop you midway talking to a girl if the song came on? You were like, in the back of your mind, we will say it out loud, but in the back of your mind, oh fuck, this thing's come on.
Not the girls, 'cause she ain't come on.
No, but the record. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does it have? It could be any song. It doesn't have to be where you. Yeah.
Come on, Joe, you're killing it.
Don't think of. Yeah. Don't worry, the artist won't come for you.
I think it's probably C-Biz Game Is Mine.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Oh shit! Okay, cool. Yeah, he might come for you. Say it now.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking applications for cameraman. If you want to hit me up.
Talking about people coming for you. Recently, I was on Giggs's Instagram.
Yeah,
and he put a message up on there, and
was this about a certain individual?
And the message was interesting, and it prodded me, to actually think about how I felt about it in terms of, do I feel the same way as Giggs, right? Let me find this piece of information, and I'll read it to you, and you tell me what you think. Ooh. So, Giggs has said, I think it's time Wiley got back his platforms now.
Yes.
He was a bloody idiot and said some stupid shit, but now I think just give him a chance to make a sincere apology and let his lessons be learned. The man has got 3 kids to feed. He's got shown what time it is. Let's move on now. How do we feel about that?
I don't know. Am I going to get in trouble for this? I genuinely think that it was blown out of proportion. I think that I do. I think it was genuinely put out of proportion, because I think that yes, he does have a responsibility within the public eye because of how things come across.
Right.
But what he said, he didn't lie about. It depends on what you're specifically talking about.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that he said about a collective,
right?
When he came across and what
about
he was explaining,
about a race of people.
Yeah. It's what he spoke about.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
So some of it's true.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, people aren't happy about what he said and jumped on it, but it's almost like we can talk about. He can't talk about that.
Yeah.
But it's all right for us to say some fucked up shit about our own.
Yes, absolutely. What do you think, Drizzy?
He's still some of my thunder, but I appreciate that because we're all in this together.
Yeah.
It's okay for us as black folks to be rapping and emceeing about, I just shot my man. My man's an ops. So bang.
Yeah, chefed him out.
This amount of bodies on my.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. But you can't say that about.
But you can't give your opinion. Now, I think what triggered people was the way in which he generalized, but also the way he presented his opinions. Because it's all about opinions, right? That's when the worlds go around, as well as people with bags of money. And this, that,
yeah.
But I think it's the way. I think Wiley had a Kanye moment where he may have had the intentions of trying to provide the people with a bit of clarity in regards to certain things.
Yeah.
But I think it came across very aggressive. It felt like something happened to Wiley that morning. He might have walked into someone's kitchen and saw things happen.
Some cum.
That was like, what the hell is going on? Then he saw something else in regards to that race of people.
Yeah.
And he was already upset about walking into the kitchen, and then he just, the way he was just saying his stuff came across very aggressive.
Right.
Almost violent in a way.
Right.
And I don't think, from meeting Wiley on multiple occasions and speaking to him, I don't think he's that kind of person.
No.
But like WhatsApp, with Twitter, you can't really tell someone's mood or whatever unless they're putting it all in caps. Like, shit, that person's mad.
Yeah.
You can't really tell from what angle they're coming from when they're typing something. So while I do think he should have maybe thought about how he was saying what he was saying in the way he was saying it, like Trim said, he does have a responsibility in regards to how he uses his platform.
Yep.
I do feel like he's been made a scapegoat.
Of course.
When there are many other people. There's people who are having committing adultery on a grand scale for the whole world to see.
Yeah.
They've still got their platform.
Not cancelled.
Money. Whereas with us, I feel like we're some of our own worst enemies because we're quick to want to cancel our own anyway.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
I just felt like Wiley should have had his account suspended for a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. And then he should take it upon himself proactively to reach out and just say, behind closed doors. You don't have to put everything out on social media for people to know it happened.
Yeah.
Stop that, people.
Yeah.
You got to get out of that culture. I have to post it so people knew it happened.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You know in yourself.
Yeah.
He needs to just reach out to someone and have a conversation and then say, you know what? My point of view, the way I provided my point of view wasn't the best way. I didn't do it in the best way possible.
But isn't that what it was? A point of view. So does that mean that you have to have a point of view and you can't say nothing? You can't express yourself? So that should be a God-given right.
When you lot say that you lot are we're all in the same boat, I ain't in that boat.
What do you mean? Who said that?
Drizzy.
Okay.
Said we're all in the same boat.
You said you lot.
In what sense, sorry?
I do agree that he's had long enough without his platforms.
Yeah.
I do agree. But on the flip side of it, I think he should have known better. Wiley, for me, has a pattern and has a way of saying stuff on his platforms for a long time now.
That's why I compared him to Kanye.
That I haven't always agreed with, but I've just gone, that's Wiley. Yeah,
that's his personality.
Yeah, that's Wiley. And he's got a platform and he's an artist.
Right.
When it got to a point where now you're singling out a race, you got to know that you're going to get backlash, especially if you're talking about Jews. What I don't like is, I agree with you both about the fact that what is good for the goose ain't necessarily good for the gander, because when it's about them, there's a hoopla. When it's about us,
come on,
there's no backlash from
it. We don't get that same energy.
We don't get the same energy. But at the same time, he said to me on Clubhouse that he was wrong.
Yeah.
Because it was only actually 6 people he was angry with.
Yeah.
And he overgeneralized. And
he had a you-lot moment.
He had one of them ones. Right. Yeah, there you go. So, to just wrap it up, these are all learning lessons for us, because again, we could talk about what's fair and what's not fair, and that's another conversation.
Yeah, but fair don't mean shit.
But what I would like, what we need to do as celebrities, artists, people who have platforms with voices, is to be mindful.
Yeah.
Because we've got kids watching us. We've got Wiley has to understand that Jews like his music too. You know what I mean? We've got
anything, they probably funded his
shit. You get me? Like, so you still got to be mindful of your demographic and the people that you're selling to and the people that that actually go in their pocket and buy your shit. Like we could, like black people do this all the time as well. Oh yeah, don't do that, but don't spend no money on the artist.
No
facts. You ain't spend a pound on a man. You get me? We've been Eskimo dances.
We know. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Which funds him?
Yeah, Wiley's.
We were about when singles were dropping.
Wiley's a pair. Wiley's a pair. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So all it is for me is just be mindful. But I think he should get his platforms back. Giggs is what Giggs is saying about for children. He's got to sustain. That brings him money. Do you know what I mean? But again, that's another conversation.
Let's see how this.
I think it was real quick. I think it was easy to go at someone that was called the Godfather. I think it was easy for that situation to happen to him. If you're going to choose someone as a scapegoat, why not go?
Yeah, it makes it good for a headline.
Because he does. It almost seems like it almost seems like he's the type of person that does what he wants anyway. He pretty much goes and he has, when he blurts, he doesn't think, oh, should I? He doesn't think.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't think.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what? This is an opportunity to kick him in the nuts right now. Fuck that. Yeah. You think you're so bad, innit? Yeah. Why do you think you're fucking bad, man? Yeah. You, like, everybody's been calling you the Godfather since... God knows how long. Yeah. So if that's the case and you've been up there, you go, we gave you your little MB or whatever. Yeah, you're going too far now. Shut your fucking mouth. Yeah, you're not the Godfather. Here you go. Take that in the little uppercut in your ribs. But
you know what it is?
No money. Dick.
A lot of times what we do is, and I've said this before, is that we give a lot of people credit for not knowing shit, and
he does though.
And for me,
he's not ignorant.
For me, a lot of people with big platforms just don't have that common sense. They don't have someone in their corner. They don't have people going, bro, before you put that out, let me read it. Trim, can I read that? Before you press tweet,
whatever.
Let me just...
Yeah.
Bro,
so you're saying he needed someone to give him a... Yeah, but you know what? But how calculated is he as well? Though he's a very smart guy. He's not stupid. He does have knee-jerk reactions at times.
I also think it's 2021. I think what you're saying in the 80s, late 90s, early 2000s, that flies.
It's fine.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
What the platform, the way you're using. The thing you're using to access your Twitter is your phone or your laptop.
Yeah.
In order to do that, you have to have access to the internet.
Yeah.
You need connection to internet, Wi-Fi, whatever.
Yeah.
You can easily Google shit.
Yeah.
If you want to know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like, and we're wrapping it up here. Shout out to Dom. This person is very into the whole galaxy, space, how all this works and all that. I'm into that, but I'm into just on a surface level.
Right.
I'd love to, if I'm offered the chance, I'll easily suit up, go to space.
Yeah.
Make a quick turnaround like Bezos and then man play Mario Kart up there, come back, cool. But she's into it deeper than that. Right. You know what I mean? Now I know that this person's deep into that.
Yeah.
I then go, let me Google certain things and get a better understanding.
Right.
And I just feel like in 2021, in this digital age, everything is digitally run now.
Yeah.
100.
You have to do your due diligence in regards to doing your research.
Yeah.
And if you want to go in there and have an outburst, cool. But you got to balance it out with the pros and the cons.
Yeah.
And you got to come with the facts.
Yeah.
Don't just come off, I heard so-and-so say this because they know John.
Yeah.
And John's next door neighbor to so-and-so who's person who delivers the milk is Jewish.
Yeah.
And they heard that. No, you need facts. You need either someone that was there or someone who's of that lineage to give you the facts. Don't just blurt stuff out because you're just upset with 6 people.
Yeah.
You can't let 6 people take down your whole shit.
But you see, again, we're going to wrap this up. Yeah. But there's plenty more artists that you don't hear about.
Yeah.
There's bare of them that just don't say nothing, whole ass shit.
Feel the same way.
Play
the game.
But play the fucking game.
Right.
So,
because the end game's bigger than me having this outburst, which is
about
make
6 people.
Like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And then, cool.
Anyway, I go by the name of Morgan Heights, Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, Sakafet Freckles. We are the Fast Food Podcast. We're here every fortnight on all DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Soundcloud. Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Peace.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
The Fast Food Podcast.